Hey all, it's Stasi and welcome to another vlog. A lot of the clips in this vlog are pretty low quality thanks to how dark it often is, so I hope that we can push through that, but otherwise enjoy and I'll catch you later. Welcome to Saturday with Stasi. First week back at work was somewhat draining, so we don't really want to have to think about our content, so here we are. In terms of what I'm currently reading an arc of The End of Men, which is an interesting thing to read right now considering the state of the world over the past year, because it's about a deadly pandemic, but that only seems to be killing off men. High mortality rate, but women are asymptomatic. So it's interesting, not very far in, but yeah, weird time to be reading it. And even the author's note mentioned, I think, that they started writing it before the COVID-19 thing really hit, and it was just kind of a really weird coincidence. But there's lots of parallels in terms of, you know, social distancing and other things being talked about. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But we are going out and doing some things today too, so I guess you're along for the ride. Do you want to show your haul? So, Sundays are for games with the girls, which is why you did not get an update from me yesterday, because that was pretty much most of my day. I think we also need to acknowledge just how low quality a lot of this footage is going to be. I mean, I've already noticed it with my intro clip, because coming into these colder months, it's really dark. So, outside of shining a bright lamp in my face, which, you know, I don't really want to do most of the time, there's not much we can do about that. And I mean, right now we have no sunlight at all because it's very early in the morning and I'm getting ready for work. I did watch the first 3 episodes of Shadow and Bone on the weekend, and now I'm coming from the perspective of someone who's only read Shadow and Bone. Like, I have only read the very first book. So for me, there is a lot of, I'm not really sure what's going on, not sure who these characters are. And overall, at this point, I'm not really sure how I feel about it. There's been a few cool moments, and there's some interesting characters, but I'm definitely not like in love with the show at this point. But I'm only 3 episodes in, so we'll see how that goes. The standout at the moment is probably Jesper, which is obviously a character that I knew nothing about going in, but he's just a good old fun time. I also have read 60% of The End of Men, which is the book I'm reading at the moment. I don't know whether I'd necessarily say I enjoy it. I'm enjoying it just because it's the kind of book where, like, it's not fun, but it's definitely really interesting and engaging. So I'm not enjoying it, you know? And also it is just really interesting to be reading and kind of drawing those parallels between what's happening in this book and then the actual reactions of people to a pandemic that's happened over the past year. I mean, you've got like conspiracy theorists, check. Racially motivated suggestions on what needs to be done, check. It's interesting, so I'll definitely be continuing reading that. I was intending for this to just be a weekend vlog originally, but I was kind of so busy that I didn't have any just like sit down time to film an update, and also didn't end up with, I think I had like I think I had under 4 minutes of footage unedited. So I guess we'll take this throughout the week, although yeah, I'm working, so that's gonna be most of my week. I'd be interested, I mean, obviously most of the perspectives of people I've seen watching it are from people who've read all the books. So I'd be interested to see, I'd be interested to know the perspectives of people who don't have any experience with the books watching it. Because at the very least, like, I understand some of what's happening because I read the first book, even though I don't remember much, but there are definitely things that I've been like, oh, I remember that from the book. I guess this is also as good a time as any, considering this will probably go up next week now, in which case it'll be like 2 weeks from my birthday. By the time this video goes up, I think it'll be like 2 weeks to my birthday. And so I guess I'll mention that I'm planning on having like a virtual birthday party. So through like my Discord, and it'll probably be streamed on Twitch, we're gonna just like hang out and play Jackbox party games, which is something just kind of easy that anyone can join with, you know, the limited fuss. So I'm really hoping that will happen and be a good time. If anyone wants to be involved in that, my Twitch is always linked down below. It's like 6 in the morning, so you can really tell how different my energy is. Yeah, there wasn't really anything else that happened on the weekend that I didn't at least get brief clips of. Because on Saturday we went and had lunch and drove out to a game store, which is a little bit away from where we live, but I did buy a card game that we haven't tried out yet, so we'll try and do that this week. And I spent most of Sunday playing Dead by Daylight, which is pretty standard. I think that's all I really have to update at the moment, as much as this is a good look with one eyebrow. The pains of being born blonde. Transparent eyelashes and eyebrows. I might just come back briefly when my makeup's done, just so that this isn't the last thing you see of me today. Okay, quick basic makeup for work. I need to go finish getting ready and try to wake up more, I guess. I changed my scarf to match my hat because my ears are cold. Clearly these are the updates you need, but I'm about to head to work, so I like my job. Sometimes I know I make it sound like I don't, but I do. I really enjoy teaching. I'm just tired. I'm just tired, and sometimes the weekend doesn't feel long enough. You know. What were you saying about the moon?
Blood sacrifice, cult.
But specifically,
Ali's cult.
that's not exactly what you said. Okay. What's in the box? In the box. What's in the box today? This is basically just becoming what Stasi wears to work in a week. This has been Ginger's spot this week, in this box that she's clearly torn apart. What do you have to say for yourself? No comment. Smile. So every Friday, some of the staff have like a theme that they dress to, and the kids have to guess what it is. So today we're wearing flannels and checks, but. Okay, I'm gonna close out this vlog here. This weekend I'm pretty much just playing with my new computer that I got, and we have Dungeons and Dragons tonight. But otherwise the only other thing that I did throughout this week that I didn't document was my regular stream night. I stream every Tuesday. Yeah, and that's been pretty good. I've been pretty busy this week between work and setting up everything on the new PC. So yes, I did actually finish The End of Men though. I feel like I was enjoying it more in the beginning of the book than overall, because a few things. I think, like, for one, there were just so many different points of view, so many different characters introduced, and some you'd see like once or twice, and some carried out throughout the whole book. So it was a little bit confusing at times to keep track of what was going on, and also meant that I was less attached to what was going on a lot of the time. I think that's how I kind of feel coming out of this book, is that there were a lot of interesting concepts, but I just feel very detached from the story by the end of it. Again, there was those interesting parallels of, you know, living through a pandemic, but that was the other thing, where there were some things that didn't feel totally realistic, and there were also a lot of unlikable characters doing some interesting things. Yeah, so I think I'll give that a 3 out of 5. Like, definitely interesting things being explored, but didn't love it by the end. Felt a little detached. That's kind of where I'm sitting with that book. And yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch any more Shadow and Bone or anything like that. Been busy. But yeah, that's this week. So let me know what's something that you've read or watched recently that you really enjoyed, and otherwise I'll catch you next time. Stay safe, and Stasi out.